They told us the Titanic was just a luxury passenger liner that met a tragic fate in the icy waters of the North Atlantic. But what if that's not the whole truth? What if the Titanic was carrying something so valuable, so dangerous, that its sinking wasn't just an accident, but something far more calculated? Because for decades, rumors have swirled about a hidden cargo on board, a secret so massive that powerful figures may have gone to great lengths to ensure it never reached its destination. Gold, diamonds, priceless artifacts, even something far more sinister. And the deeper we look, the more the official story starts to fall apart. Think about this. Why did so many of the world's wealthiest and most influential men just happen to be on that ship? J.P. Morgan, one of the most powerful financiers of the time, owned the Titanic. But at the very last minute, he mysteriously canceled his trip, despite having a lavish suite ready for him. Why? And then there's the unusual cargo manifest. The Titanic was carrying an incredible fortune in precious metals, including shipments of gold and silver. Some records even suggest rare, priceless artifacts, possibly from ancient civilizations, were stowed away in its hold. But if that's true, where were they headed? And perhaps more importantly, who wanted to stop them from getting there? Then there's the strangest detail of all, a high-security, highly classified shipment that was never publicly listed. Some historians speculate it could have been a shipment of Federal Reserve gold destined for a secret banking deal in America. Others believe something far older and far more forbidden was on board. Could the Titanic have been transporting ancient relics, possibly even religious artifacts that would change everything we know about history? Some believe it was carrying treasures linked to the Knights Templar, a secretive group believed to have hidden vast wealth across Europe. If that's the case, could someone have wanted the Titanic to sink on purpose? And then there's the question no one seems to be asking. Was it even the Titanic that sank? Because here's something that will make you question everything. Some researchers believe the Titanic we see at the bottom of the ocean isn't actually the Titanic at all. The theory suggests the ship that sank was really the Olympic, the Titanic's nearly identical sister ship, which had been badly damaged in an accident prior to the voyage. Was this a massive insurance fraud operation orchestrated by J.P. Morgan and the White Star Line? Was the real Titanic kept hidden while the Olympic was deliberately sent to the bottom of the ocean? And if so, was that to cover up what was really on board? Think about how convenient the sinking was for some of the wealthiest elites of the time. Among the Titanic's most notable passengers were several men staunchly opposed to the creation of the Federal Reserve. And yet, after they perished in the disaster, the U.S. banking system changed forever, giving people like J.P. Morgan and his associates unprecedented control. Did these men die in a tragic accident? Or were they silenced, their deaths buried beneath an iceberg cover story? And here's something even stranger. Survivors reported seeing explosions from the ship's hull, something that an iceberg collision alone wouldn't cause. Could this have been a controlled demolition? Could something have detonated inside the cargo hold, ensuring whatever was being transported would never reach its destination? And if so, what exactly was so valuable that it had to be destroyed at all costs? The Titanic's true purpose may never be fully known. But the inconsistencies in its story, the last-minute cancellations, the hidden cargo, and the potential insurance fraud all point to one thing. There was far more at stake than we were ever told. Some believe that powerful forces ensured the Titanic never made it to New York. Others argue that the Titanic wasn't just carrying something valuable. It was protecting a secret that had to stay buried forever. So, what do you think? Was the Titanic just an unfortunate accident, or was there something far more intentional about its fate? Could its cargo have changed history? And if the real Titanic never actually sank, where is it now?